My name is Daniel Bushell. Senators warn of nuclear attacks on America as Israel explores Syrian land. Coming up.
Rebels warn they'll strike the U.S. Even weather forecasts are now used as a weapon. And why Syria is being called the last battle.
"16 degrees in Homs means at 1600, cameras for Saudi Al Arabiya and Qatar's Al Jazeera will be in Homs town square. Turn up, shout a rebel slogan for 5 minutes and get paid in cash by the Saudi-US networks, which can then show this country's in chaos. Highly sceptical of the CNN and BBC versions, parliamentarian Nick Griffin went to see what Syria was actually like. He found it fairly different.
This place is really quite normal. Look at this. How do you explain that? This is a war zone.
But there is still a war being waged against these poor people, and obviously it has a human effect as well. Having said that, I hope you've seen the last few minutes just how banal, just absolutely ordinary and normal most life here is.
Nick joins us now. Great to see you. So whether Saudi Wahhabis or US-backed Al-Qaeda, is this foreign-driven?
It clearly is foreign-driven, and it's most definitely Islamist. I did an interview with a rebel who was a suicide bomber, failed, who still believed he was in a rebel hospital because of head injuries and so on. And so I asked him, posing as a British jihadi volunteer, I asked him, well, where are you going to go once you've conquered Syria? And quick as a flash, he comes back and said, we're going to attack Europe, we're going to attack America, because they're the real enemy.
Yeah, what happens when Obama gets enough Congress support to bomb Syria?
The US attack on Syria will drag in Iran, it will drag in Israel. Even the Egyptians have said that they'll probably close the Suez Canal. If the Straits of Hormuz are closed as well, then oil will go up to, what, $400 a barrel, almost overnight, which will snuff out any form of economic recovery all over the industrialised world and plunge us into a depression which will go on for years. There's the incredible tensions in the Far East between China and Japan, and again America. We look back on this and think, well, this was the summer like 1913.
Allahu Akbar.
Israel's bombed a Russian depot in Syria. Russia's moved warships to the region and called the biggest military drills since the Cold War. Moscow and Beijing held their biggest joint military exercises in history. Former NSA intelligence officer Scott Rickard joins us. Great to speak to you. What happens when one of these countries actually retaliates?
Honor that I believe Assad has, because had he retaliated at all against Israel, there would be an all-out war, and he basically saved the lives of his people by not retaliating. What surprised me the most this week is you had McCain say they haven't retaliated, so we can attack them anytime we want.
Hi, I'm Steve.
I'm Irene. I'm Lisa.
My name is Tom. I'm a graphic designer,
College freshman. Stay-at-home mom with a full-time job.
scholar on social policy, and a barista. And I'm just like you.
I'm an Obama supporter.
I support President Obama.
But the president needs your help.
Our president can't launch into another war without you.
That's why we here at the Americans for Whatever Barack Obama Wants, Did You Know He's Friends with Jay-Z, have launched a Kickstarter campaign to fund World War III. And America is dead-ass broke, so our goal is to raise $1.6 trillion on behalf of the U.S. government.
That's where you come in.
Even a small donation would make all the difference.
A $100 donation gets you a day pass to leave your local refugee camp.
You'll probably end up in a refugee camp, but it'll have free Wi-Fi.
Why? Because Obama.
Because Obama.
Senator Graham if the US won't attack Syria, a nuke will hit South Carolina's Charleston Harbor. On the very same day, a nuclear warhead without authorizing signature was transferred to South Carolina, notes investigative site StoryLeak. StoryLeak editor Anthony Gucciardi joins us. Thanks a lot for speaking.